Alright, oh, it's 14. Also, by the way, no stream on Friday. I'm going to focus on getting the tickets and trying to make a video and getting a dryer. So, after pricing dryers and pricing repairing my dryer, it's basically the same price to buy a new dryer. Possibly even more expensive to repair. So I'm just going to buy a new one and deal with it. There's a place near me that sells like cheap dryers. Not cheap, they're actually very nice dryers. But they're deeply discounted. So I'm gonna go there. Also, do you guys like the leaves? Are they good? I did something weird. Check this out. Actually, no, never mind. You can't, nope, never mind. Nothing. Forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. There is a thing that could happen. Right, let's close all the stuff. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna try again. Alright, let's try again. We gotta go kill that stupid train again. I say stupid train. I really like the train. I'm quite happy with the train. Do I have water yet? Nope. Kettle's empty. I'm bouncing off the walls. Add image, thank you. Did you was asleep? Where is it? Which one is it? Oh, it's seasonal. Oh wait, we're here. It was when I was asleep. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're clear. Dimensional disruption. Here's the eyeball. Let's go for it. Big hits. Ah, crap. I wasted it. I wasted it. I wasted it. I wasted it. Yep. Go, 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 go. Go, Tim. Take down Chimney. Oh. I got one. I remember being super weak before. I used my cooldowns on it this time. Oh crap, I gotta go back. Am I too slow? Yeah, that was on me. I screwed up. I love the red eyes. Break up. I wish I could. That's like we almost finished yesterday. Choo choo. Come on, ride the train, the choo choo ride it. Come on, ride the train, the choo choo ride it. That's all I know. I remember. I don't know where I heard that from. Oh. Music, and then I leave. I didn't leave in time. I got the music, but I got a bunch of other garbage too. Wait a second. You thought about leaving, changed your mind. Hello from afar. Thank you for Doma. I like her dress. You know, if a train didn't have brakes and just didn't have an engine though, and was at full speed, how long would it take a train to stop? With no power or brakes. A train with no power or brakes is impossible to stop, so your primary control is moving to bring it to a halt. Even when the emergency brakes, stopping trains is a slow process to favor a mild with immense weight and low friction between them. A hypothetical train with no power and no brakes would be a runaway train that continued to roll until it naturally stopped due to friction or hit something. It can take a very long time or great distance. Interesting. Don't really answer the question, but I mean, very long time. Thank the gods you're faster than your feet. When I first saw you be facing a train of all things, I assumed I was hallucinating. But with that oddness behind us, we can be fully certain we have the right side data for the cityscape. From what we've been able to determine, this is a recreation of a devastated world. Unfortunately, we have not found any clues as to its origin. We came across several familiar terms, Doma included, but the arc of history is inconsistent with our own. Given that Omega draws from realms which could be fictional or even other dimensional, we can only guess at the source upon which Sigmascape is based. But if it was fictional, it seems safe to assume the author had a bad experience with a train. Is that a dig at the Final Fantasy VI creator? What? A train can start rolling while even sitting still? I expect you're still recovering from your last fight, but we should probably go over details of your next opponent all the same. According to our research, you'll be pitted against a foe known as Chatternook. Cheese? Chatternook? No, trade time, some animated painting. It's a painting of cheese. To be very clear, the name refers more to the evil spirit that's taking up residence in the picture, but the picture part will be key to our strategy. This is cheese. That and near us thrown together a little something I thought might be useful. Also, I want to say my days have become immensely brighter since I started having cheese as part of lunch. The smoked Gouda is amazing. I want to eat it all. Thrown together, he says. Do you know how difficult it was to translate your abstract fancy into an actual tool with practical applications? What you demanded was nothing less than a miracle, and a miracle I've delivered. I seem to recall you insisting on constructing it yourself. Still, credit where credit's due. Well done. Oof, history will appreciate my genius. She represented the fruits of my labor, the chocobo brush. I won't confuse you by trying to explain how it works, but suffice to say that I've adapted the tool to combat the peculiar nature of your rival. Put simply, you will be able to directly influence the space around you by painting pictures. I have some Havarti as well. I don't remember having it before, but I'm going to try it. After the Gouda's gone. So once I eat up the Gouda, which I'm trying to space out because I'm trying to lose weight. I was down to 130.6. Wait, I wrote it down. I don't remember exactly what weight I was this morning. I wrote it down. Where did I write it down? It's somewhere in my phone. I think it's 130. Is it 130.4 or 130.6? Stupid thing. Where? It would have been early this morning. Yeah, it was 130.6. I was right. 130.6. Fred left the train for the night. With brakes engaged, pulled the battery so no one could steal the train. And the brakes got let loose because the battery was gone. But you'll be able to directly influence space around you by painting pictures. Unfortunate. Naturalist processes require paint. As for the color subject and efficacy of your masterpieces, well, that should depend entirely upon your own artistic sense. I have 0 artistic sense. Now back to you, Garland. Did you notice the absence of a steaming cup in my hand? Truly value the efforts of your colleagues, you might consider filling the bloody kettle from time to time. Or is that another task his lordship the chief can't accomplish without the help of his subordinate? Listen here, Nero. I apologize for the damn kettle, but this had nothing to do with my upbringing. I did notice the kettle was empty. Mark. Hey, put a picture of water next to it. Psh, psh. Did that work? Next to the kettle is one of Alpha's cards. His face illustrated the depiction of his spring water. Quack, quack, quack. Alpha is keen to begin the next county meeting. Just seems to take version 2.0 whenever you're ready. There's the snow. Here comes the snow. So I had a kind of frustrating day at work. So I was supposed to be working on a project all day today, and someone scheduled a meeting. It's supposed to be a very short meeting. They scheduled it in the middle of it, and they like texted me like, "Hey, are you coming?" I was like, "I got this other thing." Like, oh, "You don't have to be there, whatever." Okay, so I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll leave my project. Let someone else cover for a bit." So I did that, and the meeting lasted 2 hours. It's supposed to be like 15 minutes. It lasted 2 hours, and I had to pee so bad, like really, really bad. Oh, sorry. I had to brush my tail very, very badly. But it's just frustrating because the person that really, really wanted me there I'm trying to come up with a polite way to say this. I will concede that I don't have a good relationship with this person. It's better than it has been. But they are not very good at what they do. I mean, well, okay, that's not true. They're not very good with technology. Let's put it that way. Let's put it at Atelier. Look around here. Plenty of things in which to dip that brush. There's a rock. There's a little monster. Ghost lady. Alright, we got a dark knight, got me. Alright, let's gotta focus. I don't know this fight, so I gotta focus. No one will get in my way. Alright, let's end. Am I supposed to paint? Oh, that's not good. Screw it. I'll hit it. Alright, so we got water. I just gotta touch the one everybody else touches, right? I still got hit. I was behind the rock. You know, screw it. You want me? Come get me. Was that not good? I was behind the rock. Actually, the whole group's exposed. Maybe it's just everybody. Yeah, we're all dying. You're good? I think we survived. Ah, screw it. I'm in. Okay, that's not great. The other tank's even worse, though. You gotta take it. I don't want to pop it just yet. We're gonna wait a second. It's not that one. Oh, gotta get behind the rock. Wait, it was both? I see fire again. That didn't work. Oh, it did work. Nope. Screw it, we attack. It's not like being a tank, because the healers just keep me up no matter what stupid things I do, unless I fall off the edge. Which there's no edge here, so can't fall off. Probably. I popped too late. I'm doing something wrong. Alright, I'm back to no stacks. Melt him! Just keep hitting him. Fell cleave! All the fell cleaves. I don't really have anything for that. Yeah, I have to use it sometimes. Oh well, whatever. Where are you? Only one stack, I don't really care. We go. Nail him! Limit break would be good. We got a DPS. One limit break. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm using cooldown. I gotta keep myself alive while they get everybody up. I'm keep popping cooldowns. I pop all my cooldowns. Let them get people up. There, we got time. We have to use it in a certain place. I'm okay with 1 stack. I even got up to 4 stacks at some point, and I did okay. Most of the group had stacks. I don't think people knew how to fight very well. That was fun. I don't want any of this stuff. I need to get out of here. Get out! Get out! Get out! Obviously, I'm not getting accommodations, because... Oh, interesting. I was trying to look at the picture to figure out what we need to look at. Like, I didn't know what they all did, though. Welcome back, kid. I was on the edge of my stool watching you attempt to paint while I was fighting. But you soon seemed to get the hang of it. I'm glad our makeshift solution worked as intended. Our makeshift solution worked as intended because I made it work. Painting is easy, as is intending. I felt reminds you, however, that the brush was very specifically designed with that arena and that flow in mind. Against all else, it will value precisely as well as any other brush. My tail brush is very handy. I'm pretty sure I could leave a nasty bruise on you guys if I were to beat you with my tail brush. One moment. Hi, this is Garland. That's great news. What? Oh, they did they? Understood. We'll meet them out there. Oh, I saw the rock. Oh, I didn't know what the Chupon guy did. That was Jesse. Apparently Biggs and Whites consider themselves well enough to pay us a visit. They're on their way to yawn. Answer a brief jaunt to the surface. No, thank you. I have data to analyze. Fine, just the 3 of us then. I don't like leaving him alone. That doesn't seem very good for us. Head for Final Fantasy 7. Chief, Kayla, and Alpha 2. We didn't mean to drag you all away from your work. Nonsense, after all you've been through, how come we not come running? Speaking of which, should you be walking? The Chirurgeon will probably want to have words with us later, but we couldn't just lie back and let you brave the rest on your own. Do you even have enough hands for that much work? Who's taking care of all the little jobs? Oh yes, the little jobs. It does seem that you two have spoiled me. I only recently learned that the kettle does not in fact fill itself. But we're muddling along somehow. Kayla has been a pillar of strength, as always. Alpha has proved to be a stalwart companion, and Nero has been invaluable and insufferable in equal measure. As for the test subjects themselves, they're certainly formidable, but Omega's experiment hasn't broken us yet. So go home, heal, and don't come back until you've fully recovered. Good to hear that everything's going well. You can call us the moment anything goes wrong. We'll be out here in a wink, even if we have to crawl. Listen to me, Alpha. That uniform you're wearing makes you an official employee of Garland Ironworks. That means you can call on us whenever you're in trouble, and we can call on you. It means you're not alone. Big's gonna have to go away for a while, so I want you to look out for Carrie and the Chief for us, alright? Wow! Oh, before I forget, we brought you something to put a spring in your step. You can't find Omega's creations on field rashers alone. Strength. Give me strength. Also, I think it's time to put my hoodie back on. I'm starting to get a little chilly. Hoodie. Well, it's a good thing I didn't hang around the doorknob because I wouldn't be able to reach it. Uh-oh. What am I missing? Hold on. I didn't know we were moving. Now, what have we? Next we see strong, but exhibits no other notable traits. How dull. Right. Hopefully it won't continue without me. My hoodie on. Hoodie back on. Right. Hoodie's on. I'm actually gonna take my hood off though. Because I need my ears exposed to the headset. I guess I could put the hoodie over my headset. But that's interesting. I feel like, oh, what if I zip it up too? I zip it up and then I'm just like impenetrable. I feel very cool. Or nerdy, I don't know. Take that off. And the headset come off with it. Okay. Clearly I did not think this through properly. Hair! Stop biting me! Okay. Sorry for the delay. The true challenge is this fourth opponent. If I can find the patterns hidden in the chaos, then knowledge and reason will prevail. For even the most random actions are products of an underlying logic, one has but to isolate behavioral triggers. I didn't open up the chat, didn't I? Yep. But it tastes like salt water. Why would... I need to take a closer look at that card. Alpha Group shows signs of recovering from recent trauma, initiating action to maintain desirable stress levels. Joke's on him, we don't really like that guy. What's up, Zarek? What was that for? Alpha and Chief have already gone back in, so let's keep you. Our colleague over there should be glad to help you make this in as soon as you're ready. This dreadful experiment may have way to go yet. Oh, I was making sure I had the chat on the screen. I couldn't remember. The may have way to go yet, but if you keep taking it one battle at a time, be fitting and make it before you. I mean, it'll all be over before you know it. Hello, we're into death, madam. I may not be much use in battle, but I can at least do you a small service. I feel bad that I'm keeping Cairo hostage here while I'm, like, wasting time and, like, getting distracted. Putting my hoodie on, taking my hoodie off. Fixing my posture. Ah, back, are you? We should return to the task at hand. And right near you look a bit green around the gills. Kettle's full of salt water. Not the best stuff to brew coffee with, it turns out. Random fox. Random fox. Baited fox. Oh wait, have we had 2 new ones today? I don't think I've refunded anyone. Who am I supposed to refund on that? So that's Zelric and... Kyrell? Is that right? Okay. Sorry about that. What a day it's been. What are you on about now? Oh, I know what you're doing. Okay, carry on. You want to show Fox? Wave? Not doing a very good job waving. I just failed completely, didn't I? Oh well. We tried. Was locked to a Nintendo handheld. I have a Nintendo handheld. How old is it? I have a really old Nintendo handheld. I have an old Game Boy. It's one of the purple ones. Oh, I don't have one of those. That stuff too popular, it turns out. Fire Emblem Fates. Maybe, but it wasn't my doing. Of course not. That would involve you feeling it. The water came from Alpha, created by one of those cards of his. It's very thoughtful to make the effort, but next time I prefer a beverage that may leave me feeling ill. In any case, you can handle the sport for the third battle on your own. I want to begin preparations for the fourth. Fair enough. Okay, your next battle is known simply as the Guardian. Like the ordeal with Shadownick, battle promises to be relatively straightforward. Courage and steel should be enough to win you the day. Sweet. Quack, quack, quack. Alpha seems concerned about Nero, but otherwise eager to proceed. You may understand what's getting prepared to do whenever you're ready. You know, I have a kettle and I love it. It's very nice just filling up, pressing a button and having it heat up. And I have boiling water in no time, with no effort. Ba-da-ba. Terminator. Guardian with transitions being a host-driven combat approach. Try to keep track of what does what, which does what. Where's my other tank? I didn't see him. Ow. Do I need to get one? We got them all covered? Maybe I do need to zoom out. There's a lot going on in this fight. Oh, I got stunned. I thought I got out of there in time. I did not. Alright, too many tentacles. Watch out. Oh, crap. Yeah, this seems a lot less complicated than the last one. I got hit. That's fine. I don't ever get out of that in time. I think I figured out a new pattern I need to do for this. Instead of using my, the Berserk whatever first, I think what I need to do is use my, use the ability first. Do a Fell Cleave, then I use my Berserk. What's that? Oh, I took a vulnerability. Whatever. So I use the ability, then I pop this, then I pop my Berserk. Doesn't matter. It's already dead. It only matters for boss fights. Actually, I guess it matters for everything, doesn't it? I just want a bunch of stuff. So I've been using this inner release ability, which makes my Fell Cleave crit, and I got 3 free uses. Alright, so instead what I need to do is use this, bring that down, use this Infuriate to bring it back up, then use this, get 3 free cleaves, which reduces the cooldown of this by 5 seconds each time I do it. And then I use 1 more to bring it down, then I pull it back up again, then I use 2 more. So no matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now what I do, I get 7. But if I use this first and get the cooldown started in the middle of it, it should come up back up a little bit quicker. I think. I'm not an expert, though. Is it also time to brush? Still got 9 minutes left. Okay. I'll go brush before we queue up to the next one. Perhaps you're still friend. Judging by the lack of smoky holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams. This is what passes for a straightforward battle in here. Phantom trains possess pictures and now it's Magitech-like machine. Assuming it was real, the realms the Sigmascape based on must have been highly advanced in both the arcane and the mechanical arts. Tis truly a pity we cannot identify a test world's origin. Imagine how much we might have learned from such a civilization had we encountered under different circumstances. But now is not the time for such idle thoughts. The next battle will be the last for this world, and Nero should have a strategy to share with us by now. This is it, the final battle to conquer the Kolf Sigmascape. We put together a profile of your next opponent. You've encountered some fantastical foes in here. This time we'll have the novel experience fighting an actual person. His name is Kefka, and he's a jester. According to the data, his preferred mode of fooling didn't just bring the house down, but the whole world. Really? Fox game made me cry. I cry a lot at games, don't I? He found comedy in the tragedies of others and condemned countless thousands to death for his own amusement. That gesture should bring such misery. 'Tis almost amusing. Nevertheless, we must treat this villain with all seriousness. His rise to godhood and subsequent rule over a shattered world is clearly documented in the records. Yeah, the one I never uploaded because it made me cry. Kefka's a formidable mage and a cunning one besides. Your taxes must account for both his power and his trickery. You're working on a solution, yes? Will it be enough? Will be enough. Have you ever known me do anything by halves? Jester's face paint is masked for his intent. If you only watch the surface, you'll be fighting at a disadvantage. To put it bluntly, Kefka will seek to deceive you. Even if you predict his actions and judge precision, his true attack will reveal the feint for what it was. This is where things become interesting. I've tuned this monitor to allow me to observe the Sigmascape with greatly enhanced clarity. If I observe a discrepancy between Kefka's behavior and the impending attack, I'll endeavor to warn you. The timing will be critical, of course. How confident are you of this strategy? I predict a 50% chance of success. So, even odds of pass or fail. Any delay, however slight reaction to his feints, will render my warnings all but pointless. This is exciting. There is no safe way to practice this, hero. We must test our tactics on the field of battle. I'm afraid he's right. I'll enjoy all the support I can from this side. Make what preparations you need and head into Sigmascape. We can't let this jester have the last laugh. Embrace your destiny. Destruction is the fate of all things. But people can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. A fragment of conversation that accompanied Kefka's data. His was the first line, but there was no mention of who uttered the reply. In life, there is always hope. How particularly forthright of you. I'm sure it was a hero much like yourself who gave the original response. Go on, champion. I'm tired of waiting for the fun to begin. Alright, we're gonna go brush. I'll be right back, okay? Brushy, brushy. I'm just gonna do 2.5 minutes because we're a little bit early. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm back. We're 30 seconds early, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys something interesting. So somebody linked me a picture of, after the Final Fantasy tickets. So, the way they did it is they did kind of a lottery kind of thing, where you put in your email if you wanted to get tickets, and they picked some of those people to get tickets as a pre-sale. Well, the tickets cost about $250, and you could buy up to 2. Someone is selling their tickets that they got. They got 2 tickets. They're selling them for a starting bid of $2,000 for 2 tickets, with a buyout price of $4,000. Somebody's trying to cash in for 8 times the cost of them. So anyway, we should be back now, right? Nope, still got... Actually, no, the time's wrong. Who cares? Let's go. Quack, 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 quack. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not really hindering you too much. Alpha's clearly poised to spring into action. You may enter Signal State version 4.0 whenever you're ready. See, this is what I like. This is mutual assistance. Like, I'm helping you out a little bit, and you're helping me a lot. I like that I'm not being a complete useless fox. I know you're kind of carrying me, because I know you know I'm doing bad at these fights. You can see me doing bad at them. I wield the greatest power in existence. Eyeliner? It may as well be the dirt on the bottom of my boots, or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt. Was that supposed to be clever? I will destroy everything. I will create a monument to non-existence. I will destroy everything. I will create a monument to non-existence. Oh, wait. Oh, he's just making... thrusting emotions. I've got a Dark Knight with me. Oh, she got a flower crown. She's kind of cute. Alright, in we go. Let's go in. Heck. Oh, I did it wrong again. It's alright, we'll figure it out. Ah, crap. So what you do, we'll pop this. I'll use it once. We'll pop this. Use this. I fell up. Oops. It's a matter of time. Wow, I barely didn't fall off again. Yep, gravity, my one weakness. Hit him! Just keep hitting him. Actually, I don't know why I worry about it. I lost. How can I lose? I just can't believe it. Yeah, she's got a very pretty, outfit. I like it. Do I care? I grabbed him anyway, whatever. Oh yeah, I wasn't doing that. I got a minion? Oh, that's cool. That's it, isn't it? She won. She's won. Flip. This contest has been decided. Alpha Group is victorious. The Sigmascape test will now be erased. Oh, we should go find Acalia. Nero? Talking man, are you hurt? You can say that. I had a visitor while you were attending your little ironworks reunion. Omega, damn, we should never left you alone. Not if I happened to Biggs and Wedge. Oof, as if I would trail along behind you, like some sniveling lapdog. No, I chose to remain and behold the results. This was my victory. It was my ingenuity that defeated these foes. Even your precious word like Cuff was just another variable in my grand experiments. Alright, Nero, save your strength. I'll fetch Kaylee and Alpha, then we can get out of here. Garland. The next round is yours. But you can't keep holding back. It's time to unfetter that brilliant mind of yours. To do what must be done. I'm not just talking about what becomes of Omega. You cannot preach freedom through technology and keep yourself locked up in chains. Stream chat, what we got? And it's with, wow, what are the odds? Is that like a meme? I don't remember that meme. Hey, little buddy. Another battle won. Thy might knoweth no bounds, child of man. Flip. The Sigma escape has been terminated. Congratulations, Alpha Group. Congratulations, Kaylee Sapphire. Just made him sort of like Deadpool of Final Fantasy. Made him in what? What are you talking about? Consistent with previous performances, you have once more defeated a foe of vastly superior combat capabilities. I have constructed a theory to explain this phenomenon. In order to conserve life energy, you subconsciously limit your output during standard activity. Oh. I played that for a little bit, but I never got very far in it. I have taken this factor into account when calculating your potential, but judging by the wild fluctuation in values, is it possible your limits are exceeded by an unpredictably high degree when engaged in battle? Loop. Current data unreliable. Accuracy of further experiments may be compromised. Recalculations necessary. You will exhibit your full potential unrestricted by self-imposed limits. Prediction. Placing subject in mortal peril will facilitate the collection of desired data. Deadpool cross to Joker, I can see that. Reveal your power. Let me measure the extent of your existence. In precisely 180 seconds, I will terminate your life. You are to attempt to escape with every last reserve of strength you possess. Alpha, your participation is unnecessary. Do not interfere. Yeah, most of them don't last very long. Oh, he's splatted. Poor Alpha. Well, I'm the one trapped about to die. I still feel worse for him. Curious. 'Twould seem the circumstances of thy birth taint not the purity of thy life. The seed which all mortals nurture is found within thee too, Alpha. As for thee, Omega, after the passing of eons, is this truly the extent of thine evolution? I have glimpsed the core of thy wretched existence, and judged that my guidance here is no longer needed. Oh, the actual Midgard Sommer. Even I cannot fully bend the rules which govern this place. I have reached beyond my strength at the last. But so be it. Such a death becometh thee not. To slumbers shall I betake me for a time. Incarnation I leave with thee will be mine in form, but not in spirit. Midgard Sommer, again your actions are incomprehensible. Heed me, empty vessel. Thine all too clumsy effort to draw out that which, by thine own mission, defieth thine own understanding is the very height of folly. Temper thy desire, trust the results of thine experiments, and when thou hast witnessed these mortals in the fullness of their glory, then mayest thou determine if the prize thou seekest is thine for the taking. Acknowledged. Attempt to artificially elicit potential has failed. Tend to your injuries, Alpha Group, and prepare for the next round of testing. Didn't we have that? We already had that. I thought. We had it. Omega 1. That's why we're here. Kayla, Alpha, I need your help. It's Nero. He's... Yeah. That was at the very beginning of the expansion, I believe. Josine, we all have a tale to share. But not here. Come on, we're leaving. Madam, the chief has already departed for Rocket Reach. Fewer people are on hand to help him transport Nero. When I was told to tell you that Jesse expects a full report as soon as communicated. By that, she generally means now. I mean, you can always go back and look. Just look for a time when I was like level 60. Right? Alpha and his cards are from the Choco Mystery Dungeon games. Good stuff. I never played those. What does this guy need from me? Don't regard the fractal continuum. What is that? Oh, well, okay, I was told you'd make it out. I was told you'd made it out of the hole. Nothing to be seen you with my own two eyes. In case you're wondering, Nero was taken straight to the infirmary. The chief should be back with news if you don't mind waiting. Chief, how is he? Not good. It seems one of Omega's master minions paid him a visit in our absence. He's putting on a brave face, but having seen his injuries, I'm not surprised he kept going for as long as he did. Oh, okay. I guess we can ignore that then. Shurgis confined him to bed. Even should Omega extend his next invitation, Nero will be coming with us. Vigor's Homer is taking a lengthy nap now, isn't he? It won't be long before our base camp's lost to the rift again. When the time comes, I'll join the expedition myself. Challenges will only get harder, and we need someone reliable at your back. I appreciate the offer, Jesse, and I may yet take you up on it when the time comes. Let's not make that any decisions just yet. I have a lot of thinking to do about what's happened and what lies ahead. Well, poor thing, he seems worried. Don't worry, we'll get Omega in the end. And don't look! Qua! Well, that got a smile off him. We may not understand what he says, but I think we can understand how he feels. Right. Much I'd like to stay and chat, we all have work to do. Sooner or later, we're going to have to face Omega itself. We've all seen what it's capable of. We need to be stronger. We need to be ready when Omega calls on us again. Let's make sure that we are. Alright, so we can unlock these two things, I think. I think I'm just gonna ignore these. Did I do something bad? What did I just do? Oh, be good and valued employee. Thank you always for your tireless efforts. As part of the Savage Initiative, we bring you phase 2 of our mini melody sex selection. A composition designed to rejuvenate both body and spirit. The song brings to mind a gentle sea, the ebb and flow of the tide, a rhythmic balm upon the exhaustion of your soul. As for our first installment, we sought the cooperation of the same illustrious minstrel. For this piece, it seems he has drawn inspiration from his recent visits to the Far East. Now close your eyes and float upon a calm ocean of music. Let your worries be carried away by the waves as they swell and recede. Swell and recede. Clear your mind and allow new vistas to unfold. Hear, feel, and ponder their mysteries. Good timing, Caleb. There's been another anomaly detected at the Yawn. Certain previous instances are anything to go by. This energy fluctuation is another of Omega's so-called invitations. Don't mind waiting a moment or two, then we can discuss things with Master Garland. He should be here soon. I fear we're not going to finish this tonight. We had finished up on Monday. Well, she should be here by now. I bet my stock in the company is filling with that research data. Well, I suppose I should explain. You can teach might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland has some research notes smuggled in from the Empire, from Garlemald. Those are part of Midas non-Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the chief's father and the Empire's preeminent engineer. The incident at Boston Citadel. Do you know of it? I know of it. I heard rumors. I suppose you would. Even outside the Empire, the tale was a famous one. Midas built a tower to harness Dalamon's power, and it brought annihilation upon the entire town in which it was built. This isn't the kind of event you can simply brush under the rug. As you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterwards was no pleasant task. Master Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer. This disaster added to his opposition to the Empire's path of conquest convinced him to abandon his homeland. Chief has wanted nothing to do with the lunar transmitter, or the data used to create it, until now. I think he means to put that research to use in your conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, there could be another explanation. Listen to me, Acalia. The Chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. Even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. When the time comes, he'll come through for us. You have to believe that. Sorry, mate. I was a little too focused on my work and lost all sense of time. That's no excuse, Chief. What have I told you about being punctual to staff meetings? In any case, I've shared the situation with the with Acalia here. Good, then you know that Omega's likely ready to continue with his test. Shall we go and knock on the door? But Chief, Biggs and Wedge aren't fit for fieldwork yet, and Shuriken's given Nero strict orders to stay abed. And what a big arch is taking his nap, is he? Our team is dropping like flies. That leaves only you and Acalia and Alpha. Maybe it's time I join the expedition. No, Jesse, I need your talents elsewhere. There's a half-built device in the workshop that I need you to finish putting together. I've drawn up a design and completed the core mechanisms. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities. New device, does this mean you use the... whatever you say, Chief. I'll have it ready and waiting for you. Just be safe in there. Alright, it's back to bed for us. Let's finish these experiments and bring the fight to Omega itself. I mean, it's possible we could finish it. If each one takes about 10 minutes, we should be good. But they'll probably take longer, won't they? If only we'd finished the train fight yesterday, we would have made it through today. Huh? As long as my model doesn't start lagging. I always see a difference. Are you trying to distract me so we don't finish today? Can it make a difference? Oh wow, I see so far away now. That's kind of cool. Are you ready, Kalia? Apparently not. You know what? Screw it. Oh. Thank you. Are you ready, Kara? Maybe I should do this alone. Come on now, we're in this together. If you'll just indulge me a little longer, I do have something of a plan. What about you, Alpha? All set to go? Quack, quack, quack! That's the spirit. Let's dive right in, shall we? I like how I used the ability so I could do a lot of damage, and before I could even get the ability up, Tyrell's just like, no, die. And it just dies. As a healer, no less. I mean, Tyrell is level 100, so 30 levels on me, probably like 600 item levels on me. Has 5 times my HP, even though I'm a tank versus a healer. We're missing some test worlds. Mega's experiments must be nearing an end. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your arrival has been highly anticipated. And I will confirm your earlier supposition. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 side group combatants emerged victorious. Of those four, further conflict determined the strongest among them. The surviving specimen shall be your opponent. We come to the last round of testing then. And should we win this battle, are we ready to finally face you in combat? Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objective to its conclusion. I will continue analyzing the qualities which allow you to prevail despite your frailty, and integrate said qualities into my own arsenal. I will be pleased if my experiment yields the relevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. I think I'm like 22 or something like that. Omitting intermediary steps. Evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Proceeding immediately with final experiment. Random Fox. Dark Shrine Fox. Stop. Alpha, your task is complete. Your presence among these test subjects is no longer required. What do you mean by that? I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Alpha's role in transferring authority is now obsolete. Even so, Alpha's a valued companion. If he wishes to continue on with us, I have no intention of leaving him behind. Companion. Companions are those who provide mutual benefit. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait. Test subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. Hello, Jack. We are proceeding as planned. Welcome back. I am sorry the clouds are blocking your view of the northern lights. He was the first entity I created here in this realm. My first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters. You have missed me with your delicious sweet fruit. Your aim is poor, your skills suspect. I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. I believe your cardboard container was blown away by the artificial wind you have produced. Your efforts at camaraderie are laughable. By observing the feeble creature in the heat of battle, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction. Your squeaky bath toy has no impact on me. I repeated the experiment once, twice, 8,000 times, yet the results never deviated from estimated projections. Oh yeah, he's an official member of our group. The test was an abject failure, and thus I resolved to adapt my methodology. I would focus instead upon simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I erased his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me, then ejected him into your world. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised that this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me the test subjects I required, a function he has performed with adequate competence. Yep, it's Final Fantasy XIV. Welcome, welcome. The end. Sorry, I try to pay attention to YouTube chat, but I don't get a lot of YouTube chat. Tell me something, Omega. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it? Beep. Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation capabilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic. Yeah, this is the Omega dungeon or raids from Stormblood. I disagree with you there. As an engineer, I'd advise against using such technology for purposes outside its design. From the very start, you've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test world were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove those villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed the weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose your creations. No matter how much stronger you, they should be according to your soul's calculations. Come, Michaela, let's be on our way. You too, Alpha. Alpha, get your fluffy butt up here. We're not leaving you behind. Yarr. Yeah, just ignore the rust bucket. Yeah, it's an official uniform. They all have a uniform. Sid doesn't wear his though. I have a base camp up and running. You can dive to the final test world whenever you wish. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has generously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. The first heroes defeating this evil in a conflict took place so long ago, I'm having trouble separating myth from history. Is that Final Fantasy 1? Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality. As for this, it's a Sigmascape, in which case, it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. What is certain, however, is that this Chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. It promises to be a grueling battle, but one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself. Alpha, you now need to provide support for Kayla. Will you be my assistant? Oh, was that also from Final Fantasy, this Dark Souls one? And then we became Chaos, right? You're bothered about what Omega said earlier? Think you're responsible for dragging us into this mess? Trust me when I say this is not your fault. We're the ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences. Well, a sad butt shake. By the way, do you saw that card used to boil water in the kettle? It's been brought to my attention that I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. If you could take charge of that, then it would be most helpful. Quah! Oh, he's so cute. Tis inconvenient without Midgar somewhere here to translate his chirping. So the best medicine for his worries is for you to win this next contest. Let's show him we're on top of things, eh? Chaos is always chaos. You can never predict it. It's unpredictable by its nature. Unpredictable. Oh, we don't have to talk to him. We just go. How are we gonna turn this into 4 battles, though? If we fight this, then we fight Omega. Isn't that just it? Maybe Omega evolves in between? Yeah, this is definitely familiar. Oh, he's got too many arms. And too many eyes. We can fall off on this one, so I'm probably gonna fall off. Yep. I would do this, we pop this, we do this, we go at it. We go to town on him. Actually, does it really matter? Can we just not use it constantly? I got people dropping. Is there not any reason to use it constantly? Let's go town on. Yeah, we really need that healer back up. Bowels of agony. What do you eat? Taco Bell or something? I'll just get out of here. I probably should have stacked everybody, but I didn't. Oops. I don't think I hurt anybody though. Hit him. Yeah, I could have moved back aggro if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. That person did the same thing I did. Go to town. Just keep on hitting. Random Fox, I can't look right now. Because I'm not really doing anything. Miku! You got purple Miku! I'm thinking Miku, I'm on top of the world because of you. All I wanted to do was follow you. I'll keep singing along for all of you. I'll keep singing along. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, oh you. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, oh you. Miku, Miku, you can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your Wi-Fi. It's just timing after Alphascape 2. We could probably do that. Buzz, the battle is concluded. Alpha Group is victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments and the incontestable fact of your supremacy. And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Is it possible that test subjects' suppositions are correct, that my calculations and simulations are fundamentally flawed? Do mortals truly boast some indefinable quality that I do not possess and cannot measure? Error. Logic loop malfunction. Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, then I must examine you from an illogical angle. If you examine me from the floor, I'm going to kick you in the face. I will subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Akeda Sapphire will proceed to a supplemental stage. I don't know. It looks like a robot to me, so I'm treating it like a robot, okay? I don't know what's going on. It's a giant robotic eyeball. Sleep. I have altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory. It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield, and it was there that I engaged an enemy of unmatched strength. The contest ended prematurely, and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation. Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I will still honor your previous victories and engage you in combat myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat. Oh, you wanted to request a game? Yeah, game redeems aren't on right now anyway, and so you have time. Prepare to face Midgardsormr, red-maned worm of the Dragonstar, and nemesis of my world. This is not the fated specter that you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with a true incarnation of the Father of Dragons at the height of his power and glory. Omega, wait! You can't force Kayla to fight 2 battles back-to-back. She needs time to regain her strength. Strength will be allowed to recuperate, or the data for your testing will be skewed. Deep. Acknowledged. Test subject Acalia Sapphire. You are permitted to leave. Re-enter the test world when your strength has returned to optimal levels. I mean, I didn't actively leave. He kicked me out. Well, I do need a brush, but if we're gonna be stopping pretty soon, then I'll let it go. Where? Where? Alpha seems distressed. The city's nowhere in sight. Yeah, I'm right here. I don't think you can see me, but I'm standing next to Alpha. What? Where? I guess there. City's vanished for you, just force is clear and strong. We just have a disembodied voice just coming from nowhere. Yep. Yeah, Alpha's like looking around too. My apologies. It was not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. I poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking it before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, had turned invisible. I understand the situation is unsettling, but I assure you I can still work unimpeded. Now we best discuss how to approach. My question with invisibility stuff is, where did his clothes go? If he drank the liquid, it should affect his body, not his clothes. Although I guess it's more than what the liquid's touching, because I guess, you know, if it just gets in his stomach, then it spreads to the rest of the body. But it works very, I mean, it's magic. Magic, yeah, let's go magic. Oh, it seems to have worn off. Quick. No, you're not to blame. I did ask you to fill the kettle after all. How much you sweat after drinking 1 cup of tea? And I forgot what Nira had said about your card boosted water with unexpected properties. Although it seems the effects were rather different this time. In any case, it was pleasant to have a distraction from our greater woes, however brief. We'll set the rest of the water aside for now and decide what to do with it later. Area of effect beverage. Alright, Kayla, we need to talk about your forthcoming contest with Midgardsormr. Watching the monitor, I can see this worm appear different to the one we know. Everything we've heard this far, it seems that Omega and Midgardsormr both hail from different stars, 2 distant worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind. After evading Omega's pursuit of the course of an unimaginable journey, the Father Dragons arrived here on our world. I'm assuming it's your face is a younger, more vital Midgardsormr, just as he was when Omega first encountered him. Thousands of years in the past. A formidable foe indeed. Even so, I must find a way to defeat him. Hopefully Omega's imperfect data will contain a flaw we can exploit. Sorry this help matters that Omega's little surprise is registered as an official test subject. I can't even use the terminal to search for the most basic information. With that in mind, I carried out a proposal. I wish to leave the completion of this supplemental stage entirely in your heroic hands. Rather than twiddle my thumbs while I should be prepared to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for an inevitable confrontation with Omega. And then, my friend, we will put a stop to this mad machine once and for all. I'm glad we're in agreement. I'll ready my tools and you ready yours. You've a worm to slay. Exactly. It'd be fun if I made you invisible for a second. Alright, here we go. I guess we'll finish up Monday after we do this one. It'll put us near the end time. We're definitely not going to finish. And I'm going to trust Kyrell that we probably don't want to stop between 3 and 4. If only I hadn't done so good at chess puzzles. No. No. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, you stupid eye. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. This is a very old story. So I used to go on a game called Second Life and do some like role-playing stuff. Never mind. Story time over. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ow! Arrgh! That hurt! I feel a brick. Jerk. Not very nice. Biggest story time, 10 out of 10, no notes? I assume I can't touch the green thing, right? That's unfortunate. Oh, do we all take damage down? Ah! Ah, whatever. I'm a tank. I don't need damage. Oh, crap. Hit more than once. I think I figured out some of his patterns. crap. Ah, I think get out of it. Crap. That's a very cool ability. Hit him! I screwed up. I hit the ice. I don't like the ice. Finish him. I have this. I'll tell the story after. Your combination, I'll give it to the other tank, sure. For that cool thing, whatever it was. Only the loot? I don't. You can have it all. You can have it all. Alright, so we talked to this. I was studying victory, Kayla. I felt the breaths catching my throat on more than one occasion. Even as I was watching the battle rage, I was struck by not a thought. You notice the resemblance between Midgard Stormer and Shimiyu? Like most primal, Shimiyu's form had no basis in any system of belief. I heard the theory that the summoner was simply influenced by the majesty and power of the elder primal Bahamut. Now I begin to think there might be another explanation, that the primal took its shape from the ancestor of all dragons on Hydaelyn. Widely held concept of how a dragon appears has for centuries upon centuries been rooted into pictures of Midgard Summer. The summoner may not even sought to imitate him specifically. Subconscious thoughts and memories alone could have guided the similarity. Not that I have any way of confirming this theory, of course. Nevertheless, it's interesting that Shinryu's summoning should lead us to the awakening Omega. A strange twist of fate when you consider the machine's connection to Midgard Summer. But whatever else Destiny has in store, you've already bested the opponent that Omega itself failed to overcome. A feat worthy of celebration, I'd say. I am out of inventory space. Okay, I could get rid of all the stuff, right? I don't need any of this. Alright, so I'll tell my story. So, no idea. So, I used to go on a game called Second Life and do roleplay. And I had a lot of fun making different characters and stuff. And there's one character that I never really got off the ground. Okay, so I'll just get rid of those. I never really got off the ground. But I had fun with the idea. So the character was a bunny girl, of course. I say bunny, of course, but I don't know how you would know that because basically it was designed off of models that I had, and I had this bunny model that I never used, bunny girl. And so her thing was she was a wizard of sorts, a magician, sorcerer, take your pick of things. She performed magic. But she was, her gimmick was she was very, very, very bad at it. So, for example, like Carol, what reminded me is what Carol was talking about earlier, that she had this invisibility spell, right? And so it had a random chance to work. But it also had a random chance to create a sphere of darkness in the area of various sizes. So it may be that, you know, she casts a spell and boom, there's darkness and there's a sphere of darkness. It could be that she's invisible. But it also had a chance to make just her and only her blind. So the problem was she had no idea if she did roll the blindness, she had no idea that she was blind. Because to her, everything just goes dark, as if she created the darkness. But everyone else can see her perfectly. So that was, like, all of her spells were like that. She only had one spell that functioned correctly. And it was a light. She could create a small ball of light. That was the only spell that worked for her 100% of the time. Everything else had a random chance. And so I thought that was a very interesting way to have a character operate. Because it had an element of chance. And also, I had the admittedly vain thought that if the server that I was playing on wanted to have some sort of event, it could be one of her spells just went wrong and caused whatever chaos they want to have for the event. Like, oh, some sort of portal keeps opening up. Well, that's her spell went wrong because she tried to summon a fireball and boom, summoning portal. Went wrong. Chaos. But yeah, so I got a little bit of roleplay with her, and it was fun. I remember some situations, like, for example, firearms were not allowed on the server. I should say functional firearms were not allowed. And so my character, the outfit I had a gun attached to it. And so I was only allowed to bring it in on the grounds that it was clearly non-functional. Gun did not work, would not fire, and was not repairable. And that was the only way I could bring it in. So a lot of her roleplay was that I got to have was her getting a situation where she's As a bunny girl, she was also very small. She was very small, so everyone typically was larger than her. And her only weapon was a non-functional firearm. And so she would threaten people with the gun. And if that didn't work, she would summon a fireball, which is really just a ball of light on her hand, and threaten them with it. That was all she had. That was all of her weapons. And if that didn't work, then she'd use her or a darkness spell or invisibility spell to escape the situation. Random luck, but it was just a fun character I had, and I don't know, just an enjoyable idea I had for a character. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. A piece of Fox history back when I used to roleplay a bit and had fun with it. I'm also hungry, Cinnamon. Don't feel bad. Yeah, so, thanks for watching, everyone. So, again, no stream tomorrow. No stream on Friday. We'll be back on Saturday with apparently a coffee fox. Keep coughing. We'll be back on Saturday with whatever. Oh, of course. Always glad to have you guys here. Saturday will be Silk Song, Dead by Daylight, Silk Song, Chess Puzzles, Remnant 2. So, good night, everybody. Sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys back here on Saturday. And hopefully I will have good news about Final Fantasy XIV FanFest tickets. I really want them. So we'll see. Good night, everyone. Fox out. Did it even drop? I didn't see it. Is the stream late or did I just miss it? I don't know. Good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night. Oh, yeah, it's down there. I see it. Landed right there by my foot. Okay, I'm leaving for now. See you guys later.